rubbish.
Captain!
A young magister tenderly fingers two fresh gashes across his eyes and face. His fingertips hesitate over his closed eyelids. He's been blinded. At your approach, he spins to face you and readies his shield.
Stop! Stop! Who goes there? Mortal! I don't know any mortal! Tell me the truth. Who are you? I'm sorry. I can't see anything. I feel like a sheep in a wolf's den. So, how much did you hear back at the fort? I don't know how it all went so wrong so fast. We came to get the cart was good going. But we hit a snag. Those bloody skeletons had laid a trap for us. They turned the cart, pulled us out by our hair. We lost Faray. Landon and I beat the rest back. But not before one of them got me across the ice. It's all right. I think. I should see a healer. Maybe there's still time. You can watch the cart, right? We can't leave it here. It's very important.
He reaches out and feels for your shoulder. He shakes it twice, then reaches up and pats your cheek, probably a little harder than he means to.
Thank you. You're cold. Build yourself a fire and warm yourself up. I can get myself back to the fort fine. After all these expeditions, I know the way well enough. Thank you.
dark with you.
Same one from before.
In the battle's aftermath, you suddenly realize the Voidwoken called out your name.
At least this voice was outside, not inside. Good to mix it up now and then.
Voices can't hurt us. Rally round. We've strength in numbers.
The Void plays tricks. I pay them no heed.
this again.
Your gaze wanders over the solemn stone face that overlooks the shore. For the briefest of moments, it seems as if its eyes come alive and lock with yours. The eyes, stone grey, turn pale green. They mesmerize, then enchain, then lure you in.
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
You walk towards the figure on the dais, but wisps of mist start to cloud your vision. With each step, the mist gets thicker, hiding the figure from sight.
Thane? Thane!
You feel a gentle heat, and the fog starts to dissipate, slowly revealing a once familiar sight. You look around in shock as the mist clears. You are standing in a library, your library. You hear a cough behind you and turn to see your assistant, Harina. She hands you a thick book, Observations on the Universal Veil. You look at her in confusion as she explains, "You asked me to bring you your research, Master Fane, for your guest." As you walk through the library, Harina expresses her condolences. It is a shame that the king forbade further investigation into the veil. It was a fascinating topic. She leads you to a door, your study, and pushes it open to introduce your visitor. You step through the door and see the Lady Amadia, one of the Seven Lords.
Oh, please, there is no need for ceremony or dusty titles. You may address me as Amadia. I must say, you created quite a stir earlier, dear Fane. The other lords and I were quite impressed with your research. We believe the king's decree that you should not investigate the veil was misguided. We would like to view more of your research. And I see you have already brought me some reading material. Kindly give it here, my boy.
The desk dissolves as you pass your hand through it, but the mist quickly reforms afterwards. You turn to see Lady Amadia staring at you curiously.
Are you feeling quite well, my boy? I was hoping to talk to you about your research. Do you truly think this veil is the key to unlocking a new future?
The lady looks at you curiously as the walls and floor of your study melt away, revealing cold, glowing, hexagonal stone. Amadia bows deeply.
Thane, darling Thane. I had to know. I had to be sure. If you were not who you claimed, it could have been a disaster. Mortals? You think we fear those simple beasts? No, my child. We fear the great evil. We fear the madness that the king unleashed on this world. It is a habit one picks up from the mortal races. They call me Mother. How else should I respond? True, you are no mortal, but you have lost much of what once made you eternal, and we were forced to become so much more. We know why the king forbade your research. He already knew about the Veil, Thane. He was draining its power, leeching from it to build up his own strength. When we confronted him about this betrayal, he used his power to try and subdue us, to turn us to slaves. He wasn't satisfied with our fealty. He wanted total control. His madness for power knew no limits. We fought, of course. The king scorched our land, but by uniting, we overcame his evil. He was banished beyond the veil he had tried to subvert, but our victory was hollow. Our people, oh my child, they were erased, destroyed utterly. We seven were all that remained. I fear that it is. But you must steel yourself. The fight is not yet done. For centuries, the king has been searching for a way back into our world. And beyond the veil, he found the force that could help him do it. The Void. The moment we discovered the Void, we understood the veil was created to hold it at bay by powers even more ancient than us. But thanks to the king, that evil has been seeping through the cracks. We have contained both ever since, but now, alas, they are winning. I fear we are no longer united. I fear, well...
Amadia turns and gestures to the scene behind her. Down below, you can see the 6 other gods fighting, clawing at each other, everyone desperately trying to get the upper hand.
Over the centuries, the drip of void into this world corrupted the others while they played with their mortal races. I fear it is too late for them, for us. But you, Vayne, you have been untouched by it all. The world needs a power to protect it, and you are the key, Vayne. But you have fallen so far. Of course not, my child. And you will feel whole again. I will help you. But first you must return to the world and escape from that island. But you will return more powerful. As your first step towards righting the wrongs of this world, I grant you my blessing and give you the ability to bless in turn.
Amadia stretches her hand out, and you feel a warm glow spread through your bones. You feel a sensation that you have not felt in a very, very long time.
You may have noticed I have tried to help you on your journey, that I can bless the very water beneath your feet. Now you have that power for yourself. And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. And seek them you must. But before you begin, a word of warning. I gather that you travel with a pack of these lesser creatures. It is only natural after so long spent alone, but you must be wary. Some of these creatures are more dangerous than they seem. They are God-woken, the chosen champions of the other 6 gods. They will walk the same path as you, but they cannot be allowed to reach its end. You must be the one. Only one can wield the power to stop the king. Only you, Fane.
She lays her hand on your skull, and you see it clearly. The others, the gods, Amadia, and you. You are her chosen. You are her God-woken.
So go forth into the world with my blessing, dear one. Heed my words and go.
Your gaze wanders over the solemn stone.
Yes.
The menacing skeletal guardian looks at you wearily, then yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex. Prepare to be destroyed, and so on and so forth. Let's get this over with. I've seen some undead in my time, but never one with a skull like yours. I don't think you're anything like me, brother. I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I don't like being roused from slumber, only to be greeted by such banality. I was raised immediately after my death. I never had the chance to see what wonders await the true dead. In a few moments, I dare say you will discover that information firsthand.
She moans impatiently and taps her bony foot.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat of his curse hangs over me. Who is to say? Could any curse be more grave than this interminable conversation? Now, let's get down to business. Oh.
Boring.
The flames are extinguished. Thank you.